Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. I know there's some of us just coming out of sessions. Yeah, there we are. How were your workshops and sessions? Amazing, great, nice. A lot of enthusiasm. We have reached the closing session of today. And I would love to have your attention. I'm almost tempted to do this again. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Because I would love to have your full attention for our next performer. Because in this closing session, after a full day of, a lot of cognitive work, a lot of thinking, a lot of discussing, a lot of listening, we want to close with a great lineup of artists, of activists, cultural performance, to really express what we need to say about social change and about inclusive civic power. And up first, we have a beautiful dancer called Ali Zanad, alias Dimozi, and he will kick off with a performance that he specifically created for today's theme, inclusive civic power. Here we go. Give him a hand. Wow. Thank you for that.
For having me.
Thank you. It felt like all your ancestors are speaking through your dance.
Trying to call him.
Yeah. Yeah, beautiful. Can I ask you a few questions or?
Just kidding.
Yes. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that, Yuri.
Hello, everyone. Whoop. Yes.
Yeah. How was that for all of you? Inspiring, yeah. Touching, yeah. Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you say a little bit about, because you created this dance for us today, let's move forward a little bit.
Yes.
What did you want to convey with this piece?
Well, I had like a phone call with Mariska and Gigi, and I was in Indonesia, and I was like, okay, I'm on holiday, but I need to fix this. But we were like chatting back and forth about this event and what it means for the people. And I originally come from Iraq. I'm a refugee in Holland, and this subject is really like about your voice and speaking out loud and showing your standing. And it's very close to me to create something like that. And I think it's very nice to embody it and not speak about it.
Yeah.
So the feeling can touch some parts in your body where your ancestors, where you were talking about, or the people behind you who are always standing,
Yeah.
that are like connected with this movement. And then it comes more into feeling instead of something very direct or concrete,
Yeah.
like a word. A word is very specific,
Yeah.
but a feeling or a movement is like abstract.
Exactly. And we have so much intelligence in our bodies, right?
Very much, yeah.
How do you think we can use that more, or tap into that more in our work, and like how we're navigating these complex issues and making decisions?
5 minutes in the morning, just do this.
Stretch. Okay.
I don't know what do you do, but just do this.
It's okay.
I'm sweating, sorry. Just
Yeah.
move, like be a kid and love your
Just move, be
body
free.
and
Yeah.
like really
Think with
be
your feet,
conscious.
think with your arms, yeah.
If you want to, let's get it.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, let's practice it. Show us how to do it. How to be free.
Okay. Can you like hold this?
Of course. Okay, workshop at Ali, yeah. I'll hold this for you.
Yes, it starts with the head, so let's just put the head up. And then gently feel your neck muscles. And then go a little bit down from the chin. And try to go to your chest. And I don't think the mic will help. And you keep going, and you feel your spinal cord. And you keep going, and try to stretch your leg, not bend it. Bend it a little bit. Make yourself small. And you go up with your forehead. And you just wave. And you are back here. And you just shake. And out. Downwards. Out sidewards. The energy needs to be out, right?
Woo, 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 woo,
Out
woo.
front. Out down. And up. And shake a little bit. That's it.
Nice. Ooh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for that. Let's give him
Thank
a warm,
you.
warm, 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 warm. Show him some love. Just put it somewhere. Yeah. Thank you for that. All right. We have something very special here next, and we're very honored and proud that this is happening today at this Innovation Festival. And it's the Now Us Award winners coming in from Cambodia, Laos, Kenya, Mali, Tanzania. And the Now Us Awards, have you heard of them? Some, yes. It stands for Nothing About Us Without Us, and it honors inclusive initiatives from all over the globe, as you can already get a taste of, and promotes self-empowerment of rights holders, groups. And in the past week, running up to today, the winners have gathered in Amsterdam to link, to exchange, to explore creative ways of sharing their journeys and sharing their message and sharing their stories with us. And they invite you to first start with closing your eyes for a moment. Please close your eyes, everyone. Please close your eyes. And imagine you are in a world where you are excluded, where you're not invited, where you can't access the same opportunities as others, because that society thinks that you do not belong or you do not count. How would that make you feel? Is it scary? Would it hurt? Can you feel it? Because that's the same pain, the same feeling that those performing here today face on a daily basis, and that brought them together here, regardless of identity or of origin. And some of you might have also gone through this and emerged victoriously, but other people's voices are still not being heard and therefore neglected. So with that feeling, you can open your eyes again. Come back here with your full attention. For these innovators, they're going to combine poetry, slam poetry, digital media and storytelling for us here. And they're representing NERI, We Care, the Northern Nomadic Disabled Persons Organization, Jeunesse Art, and Culture and Women Advancement Foundation. And they'll collectively tell you a story that they prepared for you today, this week, for an inclusive and just future for all. Give them an applause.
Il était une fois un petit village où personne n'avait la voix. Dans ce village, il n'y a pas de voix, pas de soi, pas de joie, pas de choix. Et dans ce village, les viols, c'était au quotidien. La discrimination, c'était au quotidien. Le mariage forcé, c'était au quotidien. Les stéréotypes, c'était au quotidien. Le viol, c'était au quotidien. Peut-on parler des droits dans un village ou dans un pays sans loi? Le combat, il n'y en a pas. Petit à petit, les voix se sont levées. Ils se sont battus pour qu'il y ait l'égalité, l'équité, pour la diversité. C'est pour cela qu'il faut un changement de mentalité. Il le fallait. Et les gens se sont bougés pour que ce changement de mentalité soit dans la société. Et ce changement commence par chacun de nous. Si on change, la société change, la mentalité change et le monde sera meilleur. Et tu t'habilles comme une pute. Normal que tu sois violée. Alors, madame, silence. Tes coutumes, tu insultes parce que madame est excisée. Hey, madame, silence. Tes coutumes, tu les laisses parce que tu consultes les gens et ta famille est déshonorée. Madame, silence. La mentalité que tu importes, c'est pas chez nous. Madame, je dis, silence. silence.
I'm resigning to my fate. But why can't they let me participate? They made me believe I am helpless. They made me believe I am hopeless.
Tu es exclue, sorcière. Tu es triste, car tu es sorcière. Nous t'abandonnons, sorcière. On s'en fiche de ton malaise, sorcière. On t'oublie à quart de ta faute, sorcière.
I like to be loved. I don't like to be unloved. I love to be mine, and I hate to deny.
Everyone say I'm ugly. No one wants to hug me. Too short, too dark, too skinny. Words used by society. I'm worthless and think it's my destiny.
Sawa, si sawa sawa sawa. Ikiwa hakuna usawa sawa sawa, yatupasa tushikane na tujuane. Hasa tutafute usawa sawa sawa. Kwa pamoja tutafute usawa hasa.
Some might say it started with the story, the curse on Adam and Eve. It doesn't matter what the story says around you. It's what we believe about the female body, about womanhood, and how they both are perceived. Only by seeing each other for who we are, equality might be achieved.
You think I am a curse. You believe I am the worst. But believe me, I am immense. A whole galaxy. I am a universe.
I call me Cheboy, the black and beautiful queen. I'm here to link and learn with humankind, to spread my wings and embrace those who need it, to be the reason someone smiles and feels included.
The love I have is pure. The hate I get is cruel. I imagine a place that I can rule so that one day our love can be secure.
I am no different. You are no different. We are no different. There are no different.
ជ្រុលពេញអោរាកាយាអង្រួនរំពត់ជាមួយក្តីស្រឡាញ់សេរីភាពមិនប្រកាន់ក្មេងចាស់គ្រប់ភេទជនមានពីការភាពនៅឈរគិននៅទីលេងក្មាអៀនលេងរត់កេញឈរសំឡឹងនៅទីបងប្អូនជនជាតិភៀតទិញខិតឲ្យគៀកាន់តែគៀចូលឲ្យចិត្តយើងចូលឲ្យស្និទ្ធកុំផិតភ័យយើងលើដៃយើងរងក្រឡងសរសៃ Go Me you and us មិនសិតរស់នៅសេរីខុសគ្នាតែមិនថ្មីជាត្បូងពេជ្រមានតម្លៃ Me you and us ជាកាដូដ៏មានន័យកើតជាស្ត្រីជា LGBT ក្តីអ្នកគឺអស្ចារ្យឈប់ស្ទាក់ស្ទើរនឹងតម្លៃយើងជាគ្រួសារនៃឈរកិននៃទៀតលេងក្មាអៀនលេងរត់កេញឈរសំឡឹងនៃទៀតបងប្អូនជនជាតិភៀតទិញខិតឲ្យគៀកាន់តែគៀចូលឲ្យចិត្តយើងចូលឲ្យស្និទ្ធកុំផិតភ័យយើងលើដៃយើងរងក្រឡងសរសៃ Go Me you and us មិនសិតរស់នៅសេរីខុសគ្នាតែមិនថ្មីជាត្បូងពេជ្រមានតម្លៃ Me you and us សូមយ៉ាងជឿនដល់ជនដែលមានពិការភាពជា LGBTI+ អ្នកស្រឡាញ់ភេទដូចគ្នាយុវតីស្ត្រីទាំងក្មេងចាស់គ្រប់វ័យជនជាតិដើមភេទទាំងក្តីខ្ញុំចង់ឲ្យអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាដឹងថាអំណរសាទរនឹងព័ត៌មានអ្នកព្រោះយើងម្នាក់ៗខ្វះគ្នាមិនបានប្រទេសសុខសាន្តដោយសាររូបអ្នកតង់ស្រែកជ្រាបថា
Yeah, please stay on stage with me. Please stay on stage, yeah. Woo! Please stay here. Yeah. That was absolutely amazing. I told you it was going to be special. Definitely. I want to ask you a couple of questions before you go. We still have a few minutes to ask you. Maybe someone wants to share a bit about the making process of this week, how you experienced it. Yeah, I have a mic here as well. Who would like to share? Together? Both of you? Okay, great.
The process, right?
Yeah, how was it this week to create this?
We started before we coming here already. Like we brainstorm what should we do for the festival. So yeah, and people like putting the inputs. For example, me, I'm a contemporary dance, so I propose dance. Mm-hmm. And Abu Bakar, he is the rapper before, and he put the input as slam. And we all like gathered information and brainstorm and make this performance together to be as inclusive as possible.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for us if you want to be inclusive as possible and engage everybody's ideas and talents? How did you make it work together?
Anyone want to answer this question?
Yeah?
Everything is a part of collaboration and partnership. So together, we can kill all the discrimination around. We create this beautiful piece in our own languages and ethnicity, but it came out as one piece. So we collaborated to make this piece.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Abou Bakar.
Encore merci à vous toutes et tous d'avoir fait le déplacement.
Merci à toi.
C'était une semaine assez difficile. Quand même, nous avons réussi à vous présenter ce petit spectacle. Et ce n'était pas commode de faire un petit atelier en slam, musique, vidéo, et faire tout ça en une semaine. C'était du boulot et c'était un travail d'équipe. Donc, merci à tout le monde.
Hi everyone, I'm going to translate this. In a nutshell, this week has been very difficult and intense, but also very fruitful as we worked very shortly on what you can see and many other things. And Abou Bakar taught us a bit of slam during this week, and all the texts that you see here have been created personally by each of the members, and Abou Bakar was helping us towards this, so he's very happy to be there, and thanks everybody.
Yeah. Thank you.
Salut tout le monde.
Salut.
Je voulais remercier d'être là aujourd'hui, vraiment. Et saluer aussi à Bouteille Flan parce que la création n'est pas du tout facile, mais ils ont eu quand même à nous former pendant 4 jours. Et vraiment, ils sont des professionnels. Donc, je n'ai pas de mots à vous les remercier.
Thank you, Tenimba. She doesn't have that much, she has so much word to describe what this week have been for 4 days. She also thanked Butterfly Works for hosting them and learning them about co-creation and how this is very important and dear to them. So she's thanking us, but thanking you guys to be there with us tonight and witnessing this good experience.
Thank you for that. Yeah. And maybe... Sorry? The video, yeah. Who wants to share about what we just saw? Yes.
So in the second video is a music video produced by a collaboration of co-creation of a lot of parties in Cambodia. In the second video, as you can see, it's in Cambodia. It's in our local language. We have sign language interpreter in the video. We have English caption. We try our best to be as inclusive as possible. And you can find it on YouTube. It's me, you, and then N and us. One of the reasons why we did this is because a lot of our work, our people who we work with, are considered unnatural or not normal. So for us, we were thinking of how can we integrate ourselves. Oh, I saw myself in the thing. Sorry. So we were thinking of how can we integrate ourselves into society in a way where into basically pop culture. So we use pop culture as a way where we can go mainstream, basically. So that's the reason why we did that music video. It includes LGBT, include people with disability, it include indigenous group in Cambodia, it includes vulnerable youth and elderly, it includes women's group. Basically everything, and stream it. It's not copyrighted. We're really making this.
Where do we find it?
On YouTube.
Just what do we? Search?
Me, you, and us.
Me, you, and us.
Yes, we're counting it as a tool to amplify our work, and we really want to share with the world, and we really want to go really like mainstream, going like, yeah, we're gay, so what? You know, we're indigenous, so what? But yeah, that's the idea. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Woo! And maybe as my last question, I mean, there were so many powerful messages in your piece. If there is one thing that you would like us to walk away with today that we really cherish and, one insight, one message, that remember this, what would it be? What would it be? Does anyone want to share? Stella.
You are beautiful just as you are.
Nice. Yes.
Whether we have different personalities, we have those loud extroverts and introverts. Then the music video spoke about thin, fat, dark, white, or whatever. Just know you are beautiful, the way you are, the way you're created, the way your personality is, and keep rocking you. Thank you.
Nice. Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you all. Yeah, give them a stand up. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, very powerful. Wow. We want to ask you a few questions before we disperse, using good old Mentimeter. So if you would please go to menti.com and use our code, or use just the QR code, or the code 53973967. I think this is the perfect time to ask you these questions, actually, because we want to know, how do you feel now? What's your mood now after today? That's our first question to you. Just share with us, what is your feeling in this moment, being here all together after everything we learned and listened to and exchanged and witnessed? What is your mood after today? What's your feeling? And we're going to see also people online, of course, are welcome to join us and share. Can we already start seeing some answers? Yeah. I see them there, but not yet here. But some of the words are inspired, happy, energized, hopeful, connected, motivated, emotional, enthusiastic, grateful. I also feel grateful, definitely. Tired. It's been a long day, yeah. Happy, heureuse, thirsty, oh. Sorry, I have some water here if you want. Critical, I hope that's a good thing. Engaged. Solidarity. Eager for more time for beer, okay. Honored. Enlightened, proud, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. We should all feel beautiful the way we are. Inspired, together, harmony. Grounded. Many ideas, many ideas. Thank you for sharing that. Our next question is, what is the one thing from today that you will share with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues, with strangers on the bus after today? What is the one thing that you will really be like, yes, this is what I'm gonna spread and echo in the world? You have to try harder. Yeah. Reciprocity, the many forms of reciprocity that we learned about. We got work to do. We need to find ways to co-create more between us, and that maybe the power of like-mindedness helps. The power of art and echoing the indigenous perspective, because that's so important, indigenous leadership. You are beautiful, let's tell everybody. Nothing about us without us. Nothing about us without us. Intersectionality works, we're all equal. We're going to speak about the performances and cultivate more gratitude in our lives. Tell stories, again, importance of storytelling, listening to each other, participatory approaches from grant making to everything we do. All is good. It went really well. Was that you, Gigi? The YouTube video. Okay, great. A lot of stories and experiences and insights to walk away with. And our last question to you is there anything that you, and as concretely as possible, please, is there anything that you will do differently in your work after today? And let's make it real. What are you, this is the mirror talking, going to do differently in your work after today? Listen more, listen more deeply. Make space. Ask yourself how. How are you going to make space? Be less distrustful of the corporate sector and the government. We're all trying, or most of us anyway. Appreciate everyone more. Practice reciprocity. Try the participatory grant making. More reflective of your choices. Mobilize, because we need more mass. Listen better before giving advice. More creativity, maybe some movement. Take nothing for granted. Question more. Take space. Ah, that's nice. Some of us need to make space, others need to take space. Exactly. Yeah, more participatory grant making, more innovation, more awareness about inclusive power, because sometimes it's actually we don't even see if we're being inclusive or not. Yeah, let everyone own their own processes and stories, more vocal for inclusion. Be braver. Let's be braver. Yeah. Thank you for those reflections as well. Does anyone want to just say something, since we're all here in a room together? We don't only have to look at the screen. Any feelings, any insights you want to just share with the rest of us? No, we'd prefer a Mentimeter. That's fine. It's been a long day. There is one person I would really love to reflect with, though, and that is Bart. Romijn, please come here with me on stage. Yeah, a mic would be handy. There's the orange one. There you go.
Thank you.
Bart, how are you feeling?
I just asked for an English translation. I didn't know. I said I have a brok in my keel, but it is a lump in my throat.
A lump in your throat, yeah.
That's what I felt, and then, well.
Emotions.
Yeah, certainly, yeah, the great, it was much more than a performance. It was an outcry of strength, of power, I think, and that really touched me.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that. I think we all feel that, what you're explaining, yeah. And as you might know, or might not know, Bart is actually leaving Partos in a few months at the end of this year, after years of very dedicated work and a lot of progress as well, and a lot of change that you, with your dedication and commitment, have. I mean, this is not the goodbye. I'm just saying this because I know him and I like him. So, but let's give him a little bit of love for now. Yeah.
Thank you.
But you're still here, luckily. And you've seen all 9 editions of the Partos Innovation Festival. So I just want to ask you, what has changed after all of these years, or throughout these years?
I got older.
You got older? Okay.
But the audience got younger.
Ah.
And that's not because I got older, but there's really a difference in the audience. There's so many young people, and I feel that this really inspires me. I think there is so much affiliation to, not to just the word development cooperation, but working together for a better world. And I think that really attracts people, and people are looking for new avenues, for new ideas. And I think also people want to be confronted in the comfort zone. What happened today very often. And that I think that's something which I see differently from 9 years ago when we started with this Partos Innovation Festival.
Right,
Many things, but this is one thing that just comes to my mind.
More willingness to step out of your comfort zone and really be confronted with new perspectives.
Yeah, and one of the comfort zones is working within our corporate entities, within our organizations. There is so much more willingness to transcend, to work together, and not between institutions, but between people, groups and movements. And I think that's also a big change, and it gives me a lot of hope. And I remember the first symptom or manifestation of working in a movement was about 20 years ago. It was the OECD that prepared a treaty on multilateral investments investments by multilateral companies. But they prepared it in secret, and in 2 weeks' time there was a global massive protest without a logo, no organization, and it was a civic power protest, and the treaty was off the table. And I think that is something that was also manifested today.
Yeah, nice. So really break the boundaries and drop the egos and really strive for what we think is powerful and
learning of
meaningful.
that.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much for gathering and convening us here. You and the whole team at Partos, of course.
Yeah.
Really important.
Thank you.
Yeah.
May I say a few concluding words, or are you out of your questions and I have to get rid of the stage now?
You want to say some concluding words? Yeah, of course.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Okay. First, I'd like to thank my team that prepared this day today. They did a lot of hard work, and whatever went wrong, everything went right, I think, and it was a lot of energy, inspiration, and so on. So thank you very much of the team, everyone.
Yeah.
And of course, I'd like to thank Lynn. She guided us throughout this day.
You're welcome.
Very well, very well. And
thank you.
So it's not only the audience that gave the inspiration, the energy. It was also Lynn that stimulated, that inspired us, that sent a lot of sparks, I think, towards us.
Thank you, Bart.
And we started this morning, very interesting, with Chihiro, and reversing our thinking. She said, climate change is not the problem, it's a symptom. And so she reversed the thinking and said, look at yourself, look at your systems, and be angry and work on that. Very interesting. Then we got Pascal. She talked about feminist foreign policy. And that was far beyond women-made solutions for men-made problems. She said, it's not just women, it's all of you. It's all of you, men, women, and everything between and beyond. So I think these are two very good examples that illustrate that we can do, that we have to do, but that we also can do much more than we think. As long as we connect our head, our heart, and our soul. I don't know where our soul is, but it's somewhere, but there is a soul. And then I start with one word. I finish with one word, and that was the word listening. It was referred to again.
Yeah.
I refer to listening to each other, not to grasp arguments, to convince each other, but to understand each other. Listening to the children of your children of your children. Listening to nature, if it would have a voice. Very interestingly, Jeroen gave an answer. He gave the sound of an ice cap, a melting ice cap, sending a letter to Donald Trump. Anyway, so finally, I think, again, I'm going to say listening is a very difficult but undervalued skill. And I'd like you to extend this scope further than ancestors, children, nature. Please listen to the voice in yourself. The values which we all share. And if you really listen to the deepest values in yourself, then you listen to the universal values. And I think that value is kind of contained in the concept of inclusive human power. So I think, thank you very much. If you listen to yourself, I think then there is a lot of hope for this world. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Yeah, I have one. Maybe I'll keep it here. Yes, thank you, Bart Romijn. Yes. Thank you so much for those reflections. And it really stuck, the listening part. that you left us with in the morning. So it seems we're really coming to an end now. Although I have one last surprise in store for you. But it was really a very insightful day for me as well. And just some of the things that I kept writing along and that I picked out as indeed what you said as well, like starting with Chihiro, and like the problem that we have is this like violently taking and polluting and killing in the name of profit and power and concentration of power. And I had the honor of being in the climate justice session with Chatu Leo Max, where they also shared that colonialism has cost like 175 million lives indigenous lives in South America between 1492, the famous year, and 1900. It's just pure violence. And as Chihiro also, like some elephants in the room that she just left us with straight away, that is also legitimized by a lot of racism in our narratives and ways of thinking still in colonial terms and relations. And that's really something that we can only break together if we're aware of it and if we are willing to listen and make space, indeed, and take space at the same time. And at the same time, this potential that we feel when it comes to inclusive civic power that we've given meaning to today, what that means, and really liberating the potential of people and beyond humans as well to, our collective force to create change. And a part of that is also really about, I loved what you said, Abu Bakr, about si on change, la société change. If we change, that's how society changes, right? It's not like some external thing. It's really when we change, that's when society changes. And in that, we're all a universe. Like everyone carries a whole universe of potential. So can you imagine if we liberate that and if we can restore some of that and heal that? The shift of power prototypes are really trying to see like, okay, so we can say all of these things, but how do we do it and how can we come together in that? The digital future is also the awareness of, wait, we're moving into a very different time as well. Like we shouldn't make the same mistakes and replicate oppression and bias rather than break it. The power pitches with a lot of powerful ideas from participatory grant-making that everyone wants to try now, to moving your headquarters to Zimbabwe, or implementing feminist values in HR. This closing, which really I think for me was about the power of listening, the power of being open and really listening and feeling, and not just like stopping here and then moving on with your day. So thank you all for making this happen. Everyone who spoke, everyone who was here, everyone who brought their attention, spent their time, their energy, exchanged. I think it's really, really important that we did that today. I want to, of course, also thank all the workshop organizers that were all here, and especially the team. I know Gigi and Yosine have worked so hard, along with a lot of other people, to come here. Yeah. 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 You've really succeeded.
It's not just me, it's the entire team.
I know. Wait, let me get you a mic.
So, a little moment of shine. I just wanted to say it's not just me, it's the entire team. It's basically everybody that was here contributed to all the sessions and all the participants. So that's really a collective effort. So
But
I didn't want to put myself in the spotlight.
But you worked hard and you can be acknowledged. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, of course, also to the amazing crew here at Podcast Zwijger. You always work wonders. Really well done. And just thank you to everyone who made this day manifest. And it's good to know that, thank you also, people watching online, and everything will be made available online. You can keep an eye on the Partos website. There will be reflections, there will be follow-ups, there will be sessions, there will be podcasts, there will be all kinds of things to, feed the movement and keep moving forward. I'm going to officially end the live stream right now. Don't leave yet, though. But thank you so much for everyone watching, and we hope that this movement will continue to be as vibrant and alive as it is today. So see you next year.